Hi guys, it's Claire. I'm back today doing another video for the UK Scrap Addicts design team. This month the challenge or theme is fussy cutting. So I am going to play with today these papers that are from the gorgeous Minte Marina collection. This is a collection that we sell in our shop, so I'll link it down below so that you can head over and buy a collection if you want. It does come with a lot more papers than this. I'll be honest with you, this is all I've got left from an open packet. It comes with I think 12 double-sided sheets. I've got this handful of papers left and a few of the fussy cutting or little elements for you to fussy cut. So I'm going to try and make do with using this rather than opening another packet. Yeah, so because it's the fussy cutting for this month, I thought this would be perfect because all these little elements are absolutely gorgeous once they're cut out. I've got a few actually in a bag just off to the side here that I have already cut out but not ended up using, so I might use some of those. I might cut some more. We shall see how we go. Yeah, so I've got 3 of those sheets if I were to need that many, but I very much doubt that I'll need all of those. On the back of there is a lovely blue wood grain, which I've got here. I've got this piece that's got the gorgeous frames on there, which I really like, and also some nice cutter parts there. We've got a pink piece with wood grain again. This piece with the little boats on, and that's that dot on the back. And then we've got this piece here with another different wood grain on the back. Now my thoughts so far are that I'm going to use those bits along with these photos that were taken recently. I've just printed these out. These are some pictures of myself and my husband just on a local beach. We went for just a walk along the beach, took some selfies. My husband was making a stone sculpture there. So I've printed these out, and I've printed them a slightly funny size because they are the size that is going to fit into these frames perfectly. So again, to stick with the theme of fussy cutting, I thought I would fussy cut out 3 of these frames and start off by mounting my photos on them. I then think I'm going to go with this wood grain paper and have the 3 photos or the whole design somewhat down the middle of the layout. And maybe do some mixed media as well and sort of incorporate all these little fussy cut elements. I don't know, that's sort of as far as I've got. Is I like that blue wood grain, I want to use the frames, and I've printed my photos to fit in there. That's sort of it so far, although I am thinking that I might trim this down and have it mounted on another piece, which I think would end up being that blue polka dot piece. But then is that too blue? I'm not too sure if we do blue on blue if I'm going to like that, because I would like to try and get some of the red in there so that when we get the little elements, these obviously have all got hints of red going through. I'd quite like to have the red around the outside as well, so I'm not sure about mounting it on the blue or just leaving it as one whole piece, or even just cutting it down and mounting it on white, which I might do. Or do I mount it on one of these so you just see a little bit of red? But I don't think I like that very much. Do you know, I might actually just go with plain white, just cut it down a little bit and have a plain white border, and then I can ruffle up the edges a little bit. And I think because I want it to be a vertical design, I want to keep the wood grain going this way. So that's where I think I'm going to start. So let's chop, well, let me grab a piece of white. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it just on a white border, you know, and it doesn't pull in that red, I know, but I think I just like that being kept white rather than that blue polka dot behind. Yeah, don't know. What do you think? It's tricky. Maybe we'll go with the blue, but just with that really, look, if I line that up perfectly, I get a nice little line of, just one line of dots. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, let's trim this down. Okay, now I think I'm going to distress my edges with the distress tool. can flat stick that onto there, I like that. Seems a bit of a waste, doesn't it, to use those little pieces on a background, on the behind, but doesn't matter, we've got more. Okay, so that's going to be the base. Now let's get to doing some cutting. We'll get 3 of these frames. Okay, so that's the outside of my frames, but I do just want to take the middles out as well so that I can actually put them on top of my photos. Let's move that out of the way for a minute. There you go, so that's one little frame. There you go, that's my three little frames done. And I'll distress the edges of those a little bit too. Okay, now hopefully they are the right size to go over here. Yeah. A little bit smaller, but they're okay. Okay, so I'm going to get some sticky strip and stick those down. Okay, so that's my photos all done and ready to go. I'm just going to actually pop some card on the back of all of them. So back to the actual page. I want to have some sort of something like this, I'm thinking. Oops, get off. Okay, I think that's good position, I like that. But I do think I want to do some sort of mixed media in the background. So I just want to make a few pencil marks where my photos are going. So I know roughly where they're positioned. And I want to try and get some stenciling texture paste in the background. Okay, I've chosen this Tim Holtz stencil, and the texture paste I'm using is going to be Ranger texture paste. I'm just going to pop that on. Like so. I don't think it shows up much at the minute, but let's dry that off. Okay, now that's dry, just about dry. I'm just going to get some colour on there. So I've pulled out Distress Oxide in Blueprint Sketch and in Barn Door, and I want to try and get some sort of flicks of colour all over there. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm actually working on a plastic surface here, so I'm going to pop some of this down, give it a little spritz of water, pick it up with a brush, and hopefully just be able to flick some colour down. Okay, that's not coming out as heavy as I want. Let's get a bit braver. Let's pop some directly on here and spray it. That's better. I'm trying to get this sort of positioned behind where my photos were, so I'm trying to see where my little pencil lines were, although it's actually quite hard now. I'm just going to add a few ink drops now from some Winsor & Newton ink. So I'm just using a nozzle from an old plastic spray bottle that we actually always use to dip in the ink and get some flicks on there. Going to leave it to dry, leave it aside for a second while I do some fussy cutting of all those little elements. So as I showed you before, I've got that cut apart sheet and I've got those few bits that are already pre-cut in my bag. So I'm going to just have a little play, do some fussy cutting and then come back to you in just a second. Okay, I'm back. This is almost dry now. It's still not quite perfectly dry, but it's okay. I've been having a little play of positioning where I want things. And I can't quite see 100% where my little pencil marks are, where I first put them, but it doesn't matter too much. I'll just pop these on now where I think it looks okay. So I think something like that. Okay, that's going to do. My background's warping a little bit where it got so wet, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, now I've got all my little fussy cut pieces because, as you know, the theme for this month is fussy cut. So I fussy cut out a few little bits and pieces here. A couple of the seagulls. I've also got a couple of tags that I might use, a couple of doilies, and let's see how it goes. Now I was thinking of having a tag maybe peeking out from here. Maybe I want that from up there. So let's snip this down so it looks like it's coming out from up there. I'll put some twine in there in a bit. I have the other bit coming out the bottom. And then a doily maybe down here. And then maybe half a doily up here. Okay, let's commit. Let's be brave and just stick things down. Okay, now I'd like to pop something here to give it some height, so maybe this lighthouse, but I'm not going to like this little trapped space here, so I've got a piece of wood grain that's red. I just want to almost sneak that in behind there. And I know we're going to lose some of what we've done with the distressing and everything on the background, but I actually think that'll look better as a solid, and I'm thinking I might have my title there somewhere as well. I don't know, maybe, yeah, I think I'm going to pop that in. And then should we pop this on here?
Okay.
Okay, so I like that. Got a couple of these bottles that I quite like. Glass bottles. They can be stuck together. And I think I want them to sit just there. I'm just going to chop off the bottom a bit to make them easier to slip in. Yeah, like so. Okay, I've got this anchor that I really like. It's quite big, that's the only thing with this, but I would like to get it in. Yeah, I think it's going to go there. I think I'm actually going to pop that on foam pads though. So the bottom's on foam pads and then a little bit of adhesive just to hold that top down. We have got, what else did I have? We've got another little bit of doily here, but I don't think we need that anyway. Just 2 bits there is fine. We've got 2 bits of silver. I would like to do 3s, but at the minute it's not really feeling like it's going that way. I'll have a seagull up here. And another one here. Again, I think they can go on a little foam pad. We've got boat. I'm not sure if I need that anywhere actually. No, don't think I'm going to use that. Don't want that. We've got the shells, which I do like the shells and the starfish. I think we'll pop those on somewhere. Maybe here somewhere, but I'm going to see what my title, I think my title is actually going to sit there. And then what I've pulled out from my title is actually these words. Just move this aside for a second. And this, in this packet, there's about 4 packets of these words shoved in here. And they are just puffy sticker words. They're by Paper House. We picked them up in Hobby Lobby. But they're these puffy word stickers. I've used these quite a lot in various different layouts, and I actually quite like this awesome. As I say, I've got about 4 or 5 different packets all mixed in here, all different fonts and all different words. I quite like the little arrows and hearts and everything as well that I've got here. But I think for this layout, do I want smile? Let's have a look. I do think I want it to sit there. Smile fits quite nicely, but I think I actually want awesome, or we could go bliss. No, don't like that. I think I'm going to go awesome, but I'm actually going to take off that little arrow at the end. I don't want it to have the little pointy arrow at the end. I'm going to stick that on there. That's it. So it's sort of a subtle title, but it is there. And then where does this fit? Will this fit nicely? don't know if I want that right in the middle. That one might be better there. Yeah, I think I prefer it like that. Okay, so shells and starfish on. And then we'll use some of these little arrows from the same set. Actually, yeah, I've got another packet of these, so I'm going to open that up because it's got some little silver bits that I can see in there. Let's get that out. So what have we got here? And then we've got some smaller ones. There. And then one just there. So we've got 3 little silver elements, which ties in with the silver tag that we've got at the top and the bottom there. Move them all out the way. What else have we got? I've got these blue enamel dots. I don't particularly like the light blue, but the dark blue work quite nicely. And then we've also got some little silver dots or little stars. Yep, I like that. I think it's building up quite nicely. I think with all these little fussy cut pieces, it's actually quite good. Do you think it needs anything else? I'm not sure. What do you think? I like this texture. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, but in real life this texture is looking really raised and really good. I like the ink in the background. I'm just not sure if it needs anything else. No, do you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. So, hope you like this video. I definitely stuck in the theme, which is fussy cut pieces, and I made a layout, so there you go, that's good enough. Hope you enjoyed watching it. There's a little close-up of everything, and I'll put some little close-up photos at the end as well for you to see. And that is it. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I shall see you next time. Bye.